Applications of biotechnology are quite vast, and these have been affecting our lives for many years now. To begin with, what every living organism requires is food, and if we talk about the requirement that human beings have, that is the area of food and agriculture. Biotechnology is now even more relevant because the kind of population human beings have on this planet, they would require immense amount of food and safe food on top of that. So biotechnology, when it comes to nutritious food, when it comes to growing crops which give us very high yield, growing crops which are resistant to insects, biotechnology gives us many ways to generate these new type of crop varieties, to extract the right nutrients from even non-edible fruits and living organisms that can help us cure diseases or provide the vitamins and growth factors that humans need. The second very important area where biotechnology plays a very important role is healthcare. And when we talk about healthcare, it is about diagnosing the diseases at the right time so that their cure can be given to the patients. So biotechnology gives us that power to diagnose these diseases as soon as the initial signals of a certain disorder starts coming up. They have to be caught, and the doctors have to know about it and then give the right medicine to the patients. So these are called molecular diagnostics, where even the diseases which have not manifested physically, we can't see that the person is carrying that disease, biotechnology can help us detect that. Within the healthcare sector, the other aspect is production of medicines, production of drugs, therapeutic agents and vaccines. Everybody knows the importance of vaccines. People who are not vaccinated during their childhood are prone to catching debilitating diseases like polio and cholera, etc. So biotechnology has the power to synthesize these vaccines and drugs and therapeutic agents at a very large scale. So consider the example of insulin. If the whole world or a very large population requires insulin for the intervention in diabetes, then such a large scale production of this molecule is required that we need very specialized processes to generate this molecule, and biotechnology has that answer of generating such complex molecules at a very large scale and very efficiently. Another very important area where biotechnology plays role is animals. So wherever we use animals for their products, whether it is milk or fiber or meat, biotechnology gives us those tools and techniques to improve the quality of the animal products. So, so much so that animals are now being modified for products like colored wool or milk fortified with vitamins, etc. So biotechnology has this magical power to convert the already existing animal product into a fortified product. And similar to agriculture, where we keep looking for newer varieties of plants, we have the same tools and techniques available under biotechnology to keep deriving newer varieties of animals for better fiber, better wool, or better animal products that have strength, that have more nutrition, or better animal varieties for their application. Another very important area where biotechnology is now playing a role is energy. We have very sharp depletion of fossil fuels like coal and crude oil, and as these get depleted more and more, the human requirement of energy will be drastically affected. Although solar energy is a very powerful option, but biotechnology is in parallel giving us options of biofuels and bioenergy. It has been observed that many microorganisms and plants have that power to generate these biofuels and biochemical processes that can convert the biomass of plants or bacteria into biofuels. So in future, biotechnology will play a very important role in establishing these standardized processes for production of biofuels and bioenergy. Another very important area in which biotechnology is proving very essential is usage of enzymes. Production of industrial products is very difficult, and chemical processes are tough to carry out without catalysts. Chemical catalysts are not as efficient as the enzymes, which are biological catalysts. So scientists are now looking for these biological catalysts and looking for their applications at industrial scale. So much so that washing powder that we use in our household has bioenzymes in it which get activated whenever you wash your clothes, and they carry out the breakdown of the fats and stains on your clothes. And I mean, we don't even realize that the washing powder that we are using in our house has those bioenzymes, which are products of biotechnology. So take the name of any industry and you will find that it is some way or the other connected with bioenzymes utilized from the nature. Biosensors and bioelectronics is another very exciting area. Although it has been in use for many years, but it is now catching up pace, and people are realizing the power of nature and the power of biotechnology in creating these biosensors. So whether it is a glucometer that diabetic patients use, or it is a pacemaker or any electronic device, ECG machines. So the applications of these biosensors in detection of contamination of food, or detection of a microorganism in a diseased patient, or microorganism in a certain environment, the biological process of sensing presence of these elements, it is very powerful and very efficient. The term biotechnology is derived from the fact that any process that happens in nature, if you can pick that process up and convert it into a technology, that becomes biotechnology. For example, production of curd. It is a bacteria that converts milk into curd. It happens in nature, but you pick it up, you realize a technology in it, and you industrialize it. That is biotechnology. So it does not require any more proof that biotechnology is going to play a very essential and tremendous role in human lives.